What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my page. Got another quick video for you guys today. As you guys can see, we're working under the hood today. If you know what this is, then you know the issue I've been having. Long story short is I've been having a misfire in my 7-cylinder. I did take it to the dealership, but then they told me that the item is on back order. Back order for how long? That's a great question. I asked them and they honestly couldn't give me an answer. Based off what I got from them, it could take anywhere from 4 to 8 months to get this one part in. Luckily, I was able to find it aftermarket, but of course they won't install aftermarket parts on a Mercedes, so I'm gonna have to install it myself. It looks fairly simple. Just stick with me, guys, and let's try to get through it. Okay, so let's get started. At the front of the motor, you do have the air intakes on top of the motor, and that's actually what's covering the spark plugs and the coil packs. So I do have a misfire in the 7th cylinder. With that being said, the first cylinder is back there, second, third, and fourth. Then it goes 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th on the top right corner. So let's jump straight into it. First thing you have to do is you have to remove the oil cover that just pops straight off, and then you'll have to get a flathead and a Torx to remove the air intake. So let's get started on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove the air filter by loosening this clamp with a flathead screwdriver. It makes it a lot easier if you actually let the motor cool down before you start working, because it gets pretty hot. So after you move the air intake out the way, I would just suggest you put a clean rag inside of the inlet to the turbos, so you don't want any dirt or any dust to go inside there. So now we have the coil packs, and the rear coil pack is the one I believe is giving me an issue. So the first thing you want to do is disconnect it by pulling on the clamp and pulling up, and it should come straight out. You just want to unscrew the 3 bolts that's holding it in. Once you get the clamp loose and the 3 bolts loose, it should be a pretty simple process to get the coil packs out. So after you get the 3 bolts loose, it helps if you have a magnet to take the bolts out so they don't slip underneath the carriage of the car. You just take it out and set it somewhere where you can find it later. So we just got one more bolt that's in there that's not quite loose enough yet. So we just got to keep loosening that one until it can come straight out. And there it goes, it's loose enough. So again, just put the bolt somewhere where you can find them easily. And now the coil pack should come straight out. So I'm just gonna put a flathead underneath the bolt hole and just kind of try to pry it up a little bit. Hopefully pry it loose. Move all of the wires out of the way. So in order to get out the coil pack, you have to take off this line that's holding on the fuel rail. So you just want to loosen that till it's loose, and use a magnet to take it out. And then just set the bolt somewhere where you won't lose it. After you get that loose, that should hopefully get you enough space to move 2 or 3 inches. The space is all I need. So here's the old coil pack, and here's the new coil pack. So let's go ahead and throw this one back in. And I had to pop off this cover right here just to fit the old coil pack. So what I'm going to do is actually replace the 5th and 6th coil pack with the aftermarket one, because it's in an easier position for me to work on. Just in case this one doesn't work, I can easily change it. Versus if I put it in the 6th and 8th position, it'll be way harder for me to work on later down the line. So let me just go ahead and do that now. So it should just pop straight out. And this one is still good. So we're going to use it right here. And I'm going to use the new coil pack right here, since it's easier to work on. Okay, so the connections work, all the holes line up. So let's go ahead and throw back in the bolts. So as of right now, we got the new coil pack right here. I swapped the coil pack that was right here to right here. So it's just a little bit easier for me to work with if there's something wrong with this coil pack out the box. Because it is aftermarket, so you never know what to expect when you buy an aftermarket part. It is from a reputable website, but you never know. The fitment was a little bit off, but I was able to make it work. So this is the new coil pack. This is the OEM coil pack right here that I swapped from the 5th and 6th to the 7th and 8th. And let's throw everything back together and let's see how it works. Okay guys, so I got everything back together. Got the intake back on. Got the new coil pack installed. So let's go ahead and give it a start and let's see if it turns off the check engine light. Okay guys, another successful video. I do want to thank all my subscribers for supporting the channel. Let's keep growing, let's keep building guys. Until next time.